Yes, you clicked the right video. I did score a movie, and that movie is a scary movie. So I'm just trying to set the tone and keep myself safe from the Crypt Keeper. You remember Tales from the Crypt? Well, the movie I scored is just as scary. So sit back, turn off the lights, protect yourself, and be ready to get scared. Hey Bob, have you ever wondered about the supernatural?
Yeah, I've always tried to listen to walls speak, Dennis.
Are you serious?
Dead serious, Dennis. Of course, I listened to walls speak to me yesterday.
Anyway, Psycho, can you give me something to drink?
Yes, I can, Dennis.
Hey, what's up, Keith? What? You mean to tell me Bob is a deranged killer who buries his victims into the walls? I can't believe it.
What's happening, Dennis? What are you doing? Stop!
Who is it? Come in. Watch her. Who's there? I'm hearing things.
There's no one watching us. We're watching you. We're watching you. Watch your
Hey, what's up, Key? You coming over? Okay, I'll leave the door open. Bob, I just had two crazy dreams. First, I thought you was a psychopath killer, and I thought the walls were talking and following me.
crazy, Dennis.
Hey, where's Dennis?
I'm right here. Don't you see me, Keith? I'm right here.
He just left. Didn't you see him?
Well, tell him I'll catch him later.
Why didn't he see me? What's happening to me?
There's nowhere to run. We're watching you. There's nowhere to run. We're watching you.
I had this crazy dream. It blew my mind away. So I had to write a song. Now listen up. I tried to hide, but I couldn't escape. The darkness kept coming my way. The voices never seemed to quit, speaking to me from the devil's pit. I'm in a place where it's hard to breathe. The walls seem to get closer and closer. I'm hearing things that my eyes can't see. Wow, I think my mind is playing tricks on me. I'm in between the walls. 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 In between the walls. In between the walls. Do, 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 do. You like my scoring? Oh man, I know. You were expecting a Marvel movie, a box office buster scary movie. But did you see the actor? Handsome, ain't it? The point of this video, why I want to show you the project that I did in college, is because now I use some of those skills to make money with sync licensing, and I want to tell you about those skills. I went to IU, and one of the classes we had was a film production course, and me and my partner, we came up with this scary movie idea. Now, this was all shot in my dorm room, and I thought, hey, since I make music, why not compose my own music? See, it's about setting the mood. So that's one thing, right? Already back then, when I made this in when did I make? 2004. I just dated my 2004. I made that. That's almost 20 years. Woo, man, I am getting old. I'm getting old. I had to pick a type of emotion, a scary, dark motion, sometimes curious scenes, right? So now, since I've been in the rhythm of doing it, I do the same exact thing now for television, looking at different shows and say, okay, what kind of sounds do they use? What kind of emotions does this scene grab? What kind of scenes do they typically have in these shows? And that's how it allows me to really bring it out in my music. Since I've been doing it so long, I just know what type of emotions I need to make. If you look closely in my dorm room, I have minimal equipment. So I have my keyboard synthesizer. I had a computer, but I wasn't into DAWs. I didn't even know what a DAW was still at that time, right? And they were early on. They were getting popular, but they weren't as popular as they are now. So I had my Motif keyboard, and you can see I had, this was a Boss recorder. I think it had 8 tracks, right? So I would record the tracks on there and with my vocal. And if you look at the shelf, my speakers, these are bookshelf speakers. I got these speakers from Best Buy. They were $100. Now, I didn't know anything about what speakers, the correct speakers I should use, right? And even now, correct speakers, I mean, people mix on headphones. So, but that just goes to show you, you don't need a lot of equipment to start. See, when I was making the music, I didn't know anything about EQ, compression, reverb. I didn't even know how to pan things left and right. Everything, when I look back at my old project files, everything was straight up the center. And I think the advantage of me growing up in my time was there was not a lot on YouTube or articles of how to actually make music. So what I was exposed to was very minimum, right? I saw this keyboard. I know a couple of friends that were making music on campus had it. So I said, well, they got it. I'm going to get it. Just like now, right? You see your favorite people on YouTube and you say, well, that beat maker uses Fruity Loops. I'll get that. That beat maker uses Cubase. I'll get that. But now it's so many more options. Like you probably be frozen trying to decide which DAW you want to pick, right? Or should I use compression? Should I use reverb? What is a delay, right? I didn't know none of this stuff. And if you listen to the music, it's actually mixed pretty decently for my skills, right? Because I actually learned how to volume mix really well. See, I wasn't distracted by compressing, by a limiter, trying to make everything sound super hard. And even at that time, though, the way mixes were, they were different anyway. That was real fun to make that rap video, just like an end credit scene. Again, it set the stage for me doing what I do now. And I didn't even know I would be doing it now because I thought the only route was to produce for artists, right? That's in my high school. That's just what you did. You just made a beat. It was go into the artist. I never thought, oh, maybe this beat can be in someone's, morning announcements at the high school, right? We could have had music behind that. I didn't even think about it. People were doing rudimentary, Photoshop and clip art type presentations. Music could have been behind that. I didn't even think about it. All I knew was artist. And speaking of other avenues about making money with your music, this is one example that I shouldn't have passed up, but I'm giving you the game because I want you to succeed. See, back then, there was this woman called Issa Rae. You know Issa Rae? If you don't, anyway, she was on YouTube, early YouTube, in this series called The Misadventures of the Aqua Black Girl. And she had said on one of the episodes that because she didn't have a lot of money, she was trying to pay actors, right? Trying to pay for set locations, lights, film, editors. She didn't have a lot of money, so she only produced like an episode a month or every 2 weeks, whenever she can. In my head, I thought, I should give her music for free as a thank you, right? You're blessing me with entertainment. I bless you with my gift. But for some reason, I didn't send her any music. And it probably was super easy to contact her. Now think about who Issa Rae is now. HBO, Insecure, her own production company, other shows. So imagine if I would have gave her my music free back then to use in her YouTube series. She ends up liking it. Years later, years go by. She remembers, oh, he sent me some music. I was vibing with him. He believed in me. Hey, you got something for Insecure? Oh, you got something for my other projects? See how that works? Now, I'm not saying that will work, right? But I have done it for other people, YouTube channels that I watch, or I'm in the fitness niche too. I also have another fitness channel that I do, Dance Fitness. So I see a lot of influence there. And I have related free work into paid work. I see what they do. They use popular slogans, so I make them a fitness song for their class, right? Everybody loves hearing their name in a class, in a song. So I use their name, come up with a catchy hook, give it to them for free. It's my thank you because you're helping other people. And in return, it eventually can lead to paid work. So that example I use of that, what I want you to do is find some influencers, some channels, social media, YouTubers that you actually rock with, right? You got to actually be into them. And your music is the thank you. right? Now, I'm not saying it will lead into something. Even if it doesn't, you got a track, right? That you can use. You can use for examples to show other people, look what I made for this creator. I can make something for you, but for you, it's going to cost, right? You already put in the work. Whether the other creators use it or not, the new people are going to believe that they did. It doesn't matter. It's all perception. Just like all this YouTube, social media, whatever you put out is perception. People making themselves feel like they're an expert just because you see them a lot. You see all these commercials, all these ads for different things. So you eventually start to think, I think I like them after a while, right? So even if they don't use your music, you still have music, right? These musics the instrumentals can still be used for sync licensing, right? So take that with you. But if you still need more help with sync licensing and want to find out how to turn your music into money, watch one of these videos.